Many things started on the piano, but many things started like just a movement in my head, an impulse, very short, and it can be very simple. It can be totally simple, maybe 1 or 2 bars of something. For example, the last scene in Faust is Walpurgisnacht, and for this scene I've used a fragment which is in my head already 10 years. It's following me, and it's very simple. It's actually 1 bar changing 2 notes. Tum 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 tum. It's this. It's only this. Tum 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 tum. And it was following me. And I was put the chords and something later on. And this is exactly what Edward liked. When he heard this fragment, he said, "Oh, that I will use for the last scene, Walpurgisnacht. Please make me 13 minutes of this." And then I went on the way. Then I went with this small fragment in my pocket, tum 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 tum, and I made a 13, almost 14 minutes long, how can I say, eruption of this fragment till the end. So it's very, at the beginning it sounds very simple, but there is something in specific fragments, in specific impulses, which catches you in a way, or not. If not, leave them. If yes, work on them. That's my principle. When we first talked about Faust, actually the first idea was Master and Margaret from Bulgakov, but then we changed to Faust, which is actually a very similar story. And as I work for a very long time with Edward, it's our 16th project, I think, in 10 years. We know each other very well, but every time we start from zero. So our project starts from different point. And with Faust, we had I must say, quite a problem at the beginning, because I didn't know what he expects from me exactly, or to make another Faust, which were already a lot of them were made in the history. And then I made a first demo for him, and I knew that it's wrong, that it's too much narrative, that we cannot both telling the story, one on another, and so on. So then we decided to start again from zero, and I had to go away from Faust, totally, to forget about Faust, and to make my own soundscape, which Edward can use then to put the story, the movements, everything. So it was a start, and it was very, very, very exciting journey, and very creative process between me and Edward, choosing the right atmospheres, the right parts, prolonging them, shortening them. So at the end, that's what came out, is what we will hear on the premiere. If somebody asks me which instrument is your favorite, I say no instrument is my favorite. All are favorites. But there is exception with cembalo, which makes me crazy every time I feel it, I hear it, I play it. There is something special in this instrument. Not only because it's a historic instrument, but something making the sound, plucking the string, resonating all over this magical box. It makes it a magical instrument in a way. And I've studied the harpsichord. I'm also a harpsichord player. Not very often, but from time to time. And what I'm trying to do actually is to bring this historical instrument to the contemporary stage. So in last years I'm working very intensively to write a new music for harpsichord, which is not so easy trick, because you have to be in a way harpsichord player to know how to write for it, because it's strange, but in a way the harpsichord is more related to the violin than to the piano. So your thinking, your mindset, your articulation set, your as I said, mindset is closer to violin than to piano, which is boom, boom, pedals, up, down. It's very, you know, fine instrument, and you have to be very finely trained to play it and to compose for it. So it's not an instrument to, you know, experiment with some strange sounds, because it will not give you nothing. It will give you when you will approach it in the right way, or historical or contemporary, it doesn't matter. So I'm trying to bring harpsichord as much as possible onto the stage, and Edward likes it a lot, likes this baroque color and liveliness of the instrument. So that's why I use the harpsichord also for Faust. Not only for the historical reason, but also for the color, to give it second chance in our century.